Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI welcoming you to a brand new Let's Play. Today we're going to be kicking off Little Nightmares 2. If you haven't seen the first one or played the first one, go and do that first because there's a lot of story elements and a certain character along the way that it sort of joins it all together. I suppose it can play it on its own, I don't really know, I wouldn't recommend it. The people involved in making the game, Taxidermy Studios and Bandai Namco, so pretty big names. Not Okay, so the first game is incredible. This one, in my opinion, tops it. So let's get cracking. I love me some horror games, 2D horror included, like this one, sort of platformy. And the designs and the creativity and the music are what put this above the rest for me. Let's check out the settings first. I want to check out the brightness. Turn it up a little bit. I like to have my horror games quite bright because they get too dark to be able to see anything. It's not scary, it's just frustrating. So controls, let's check those out a sec. I haven't played this game since it first came out. 2021, I want to say. Crouch, slide with L2, grab with R2. It looks like it's about the same as the first game. Yeah, except triangle to call, that's a new thing. So, alright. New game. Yeah, I do want to overwrite. And there we have it. So this is our main character, our main protagonist? Our main character for this game. So it's not 6, like in the first game. It's this new guy. What's with all the tiles in the woods? If you're wondering, we are aiming for maybe an area per episode. You go through areas. I guess you can consider them chapters like that. But I'm not sure if it actually tells you when you change chapters. It didn't say chapter 1, the forest or anything, but there did it, so yeah. This part actually reminds me a little bit of Limbo. Obviously not the black and white sort of monochrome look, but it reminds me of Limbo a little bit. Just the forest, I suppose, and the 2D horror game of it. They're very similar games in general anyway. Okay, just like we saw with controls, R2 to grab things, L2 to crouch, square to run, circle to use your lights. We haven't got a light right now. Spoiler. And X to jump. That's pretty much it for now. Ooh, a shoe. Wow. There's a reason why this is a 15 game and not like 12. There are certain elements that are very disturbing. The first game had something the most disturbing, I think. But we'll see if it reaches that level in this one. I won't say what, just in case you haven't played the first game or seen it. And again, I stress that you probably should. I feel like this game is scarier though. Like the first game had a lot of tense sections with chase scenes and trying to stealth your way around. But this game has like constant horrific atmosphere, I feel. Okay, so you can see there's traps around. Look up there. I can't remember that much of the game. Like I remember a fair bit of it, I'm not saying, but I can't remember solutions to puzzles and things like that, so we're going to be figuring it out as we go along. Can we not push? Ah, there we go. I didn't think it was going to push then. What's going on up there? It must have just fallen from up on that ledge. Up on that rope, I mean. There we go. See what we got coming. The forest seems like a bit of a bland area, and it sort of is, but it's about what it... Oh shit, I started too late with my dagger. Oh shit. Oh, did I die? I thought we made that. I must have got hit into that rock, and that was close. We were close to making it. Yeah, it's got more... I feel like it's got more budget, this game. That's an amazing thing for a game that was incredible in the first place. Nice, we made it that time. And there's been news. That's what made me really want to do this series. I heard news of Little Nightmares 3 being developed. So I am very excited for that. We may end up doing that blind at some point. Just a heads up. I like these games so much. I bought them digitally a long time ago, not knowing if I'd like them or not. And I ended up loving them, so I went for the physical versions as well. I actually double dipped. So I don't do a huge amount. Come on. I think the only other game I can think of right now that I'd want to double dip on is the Pixel remasters for Final Fantasy, but who knows if that'll happen. I wish. I seriously wish. Because they're popular enough and they sell enough. So I don't see why Square doesn't bring them out physically. But there we go. What do we do by you? Try and look down with the analog stick. I don't know if we'd make it down without dying. Let's try to just... Right, we're okay. We're okay. Look at the grass blown in the background. It looks stunning. Like, genuinely stunning. Oh yeah. I got a new TV that I'm using for... Well, everything really. Gaming, watching Netflix, recording as well. So, I'm trying to work out the brightness on it. I'll probably have to figure it out. Like the brightness on the recording on the Hauppauge. I'll have to figure that out. Post-playing, obviously, during editing and stuff. So many shoes. So many people are getting kidnapped. Right? That's the disturbing thing about it. We saw that bag of bodies near the start there. Right, what do we do from here? I thought it would lower the log, but I thought maybe... I thought we'd survive it. Let's get a shoe then. I guess we need to... I guess this is what we need to do. Make sure we don't get caught in the trap. There it is! You know, Limbo, going back to something I was saying about earlier, I love the aesthetic of when I played it back on PS3 a long time ago. But I wasn't any good at the actual game. Solving the puzzles, things like that. So I just had to use a guide to go through it because I enjoyed it. I just didn't bear traps everywhere. Resi 4 style. But yeah, I enjoyed it, but I just couldn't. I don't think I could make a series of it because I'd have to be using a guide all the way through myself, and that sort of defeats the point, doesn't it? Hey! Like, this is a much easier game in terms of puzzles and traversing. There'll be points where it gets difficult, don't get me wrong. But... what's down here? Is that a puppy? No, it's a rat or something. We're tiny, and we... what am I meant to do in here? There are collectibles in the game, right? Like hats and things like that. Just like the first game, there were collectibles. But, I wonder if, because we selected a new game, maybe the collectibles are still already gone, so we can't get them, and maybe this was one of them. I can't remember. Maybe it's just something to look at. Maybe I gave a trophy, I don't know, because this game has a plat and 1,000,000 trophies, whereas the first game only had like 13 trophies, and wasn't really a big enough game at the time to warrant any more than that. Shit. Shit. I didn't actually know if that would work or not. Okay. I nearly died from that. Ooh, pine cones. Right, okay, that's good. It's good that I actually caught some. Oh, shit. I think I can see one in the grass there, but it might just be me in the leaves. Yeah, I thought so. Ooh, Christ. There's millions of them. Okay, I should get far enough to just get out of that little danger zone. But there's somebody around you doing all these traps and catching people. And if you've played or seen the first game, you'll know that there's a lot of mystery until you... oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. And now we're going to die getting back, I'm sure of it. Ooh, okay. Yeah. The chasers, just like with games like Haunting Ground and things like that, they're the most interesting aspect. They do so well with those sorts of characters. Can't get in there? It looked like a crack in the tree that you could have got into. Okay. Nice bit of lighting. Love the effect. Can we do anything with these bird boxes? No. If you press R2 and he grabs it, that means you can do something with it. But if you press R2 and he climbs, it is just something that's climbable. Let me up. Oh, Christ. The controls are a lot more sleek. In the first game, they're very stiff and they can really cause a few deaths, which is annoying for the one trophy where you're not allowed to die. I know after time, so yeah, that was a bit annoying in the first game. But at the same time, this one seems to solve it. Oh, a toilet. Who doesn't keep a toilet next to their house? Unplumbed. Okay, the music's getting really tense by you. He's a drinker. All drinkers are killers, we know it. Okay. We're finally going into the house. And it really reminds me of Resident Evil 7 Village. Like this sort of rotten meat in a house that you randomly wander into. Well, not quite so random in Resi, I suppose, but... Oh, I got it. I think this was worth a trophy. And it's like, what do you think was in here? Or I might be thinking of a different box later on. I don't know. Still haven't got a light, and I like to have a light in these games. Otherwise I feel a little bit tense about it. The song is starting from the opening, like the opening theme of the game when you leave it on the main menu. Just carry on having a little look around. It seems like this is a little bit less linear than the first game. Like the first game had its moments where you go off wandering and stuff on the ship, but this one seems to have a little bit less of it. Oh, should we leave going down there for a sec? I want to have a look at this floor first. Oh. Maybe there wasn't much. Can we open this? No. Okay then. Let's actually go down then. Into the basement. Very upkept house. I see a cleaver. Let's get that. Or butcher's thingy. I get the impression we'll... Oh. Need it? But maybe not then. Because we can't even pick up what we pulled off, so... Never mind. But I feel like we need... Ooh. Right, I wanna... Hello, another player. That's weird. Need to find something else to work then. That was just a bit of hope. Giving you a bit of hope. Ah, an axe. Okay, we'll have to try and get that then. Yeah, the game's sort of sped up as well compared to the first one. You climb a bit faster. I guess we're a boy this time instead of 6 from... Which I don't... You know, I'm generalising, but that's how games work, innit? Generally. The female characters are a bit weaker and all that sort of stuff. Oh, we can just do it from here. Okay. Happy days. I thought we had to jump across from somewhere, but we can just jump up. Overthinking. A speciality of mine. We can do a bit of sewing if we want. Although this paper bag looks good enough. Why he's wearing a paper bag, who knows. But... Oop. Oh, it's no wonder she thinks that's scary. Doing a bloody shining by the door. Aww. Okay. Goodbye. Does that mean we can do anything else by here? Or do we have to follow the kid? Can we play the music? Apparently not. Back upstairs. Good, good. I like being away from the basement. That makes me happy. Okay. Right, she's going right. I don't think we could go through this door earlier, could we? So I was she. Oh, he. She, right. Ooh! He's a taxidermist, right? That's the effect. That's the vibe I'm getting. A hunter as a taxidermist who also does people. And the body parts in the bags. That's probably how he does it all. I feel like we should try poking that eye. It sounds fun to me. Oh, you can't. Alright then. Just climb on the woman. Oh! Is that her arm or was there a sausage on the plate or something? I can't tell. We knocked it off, whatever it is. Let's go. What's he do? Aha! A way into the attic. We haven't got a key, so I guess we'll need to. Ah, she's saying co-op mode. I see. We're gonna need each other so much. Yeah, this is a co-op game. I don't think you can play a two-player though. I think there are parts where, yeah, like now when you're both sort of together a lot, but I don't think it's actually a co-op game. Ooh. Moments like this when you need a light. Can we push it? No, you can't hold hands. I think there's a trophy for holding hands throughout the game. Right? Or maybe. Can we not? How do we get up there? If I drag her to by her and whack her into the thing. Right, triangle to coal. I saw that on the controls. I don't know what to do now. Because we can't push this. Oh, you can. Oh shit. I was trying it earlier, but it just grabbed her hand. She must have been too close to us. Okay then. Follow me. As the great Abe used to say. We need a square, cranky, holy thing. To get the key. Anything in here? There is not, but it does give us a way back. What else can we do? Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm trying. I am right by you. Ah, R2, I see. Let's try that again. There, sorted. Gotta hold down R2. Oh, well, that's what we want. Feel a bit nervous getting it, but we will. The hand's gonna come off, and oh my god, the whole arm. Well, okay. Let's go. We got what we wanted. I don't feel like we've had much of a threat from anyone yet, but the environment has been more than enough to cope with. Ah, okay, you do it then. I do all the hard work. You do it. Ooh, oh we get. I feel like she expects you to know what to do. Like she's not hinting at us to do anything, is she? She's just like, she's turning it and like, yeah, you gotta grab the big body bag. Just gotta know. As if she's some professional. Come on, you. Let's get back downstairs. Use this key. Well, I meant to go down a bit slower with the ladder then, but that works, I guess. Ooh, we've made it through. Back into the woods. Footprints. Can we use the toilet? Ooh. Come on then. Why are we using the toilet? Maybe that's the better question. I don't get it. There's nothing in here. Again, there might have been collectibles that I got in a previous playthrough, and maybe they stay unlocked. But let's nab the toilet roll. What else? What else could we have got out of that? Can we jump it? No. I can hear noises. Is she gonna... No, that's not how it works then. Ah, we can pull it. I can see drag marks on the floor. There it is. Okay, that's as far as it's going. Happy days. Oh. I think we found him. There he is. The hunter. What do we do? She's saying... Okay, lay low and go forward. That's what she's saying. I don't know if we can just go right by our if he'll see us. No, we're good. I am so tense. What do we do? Ah, okay. Oh, he noticed us. Leg it. Leg it, leg it, leg it. Oh, shit. Oh, he's got a gun. Shoot. There we go. I feel like if we just hide behind things as we run, it'll slow us down a bit, but I think we need to. Come on, girl. I'm saying girl. I think it's a girl. I think it's meant to be 6, right? Look at his face. That's amazing. Looks a bit like a scarecrow himself, like he's put his arm back together. Look at the stitching on his shoulder. The foam coming out. Is he just going to wander off? She's saying it's okay. I guess they trust each other just because they're in the same situation. I'm just gonna stop now and again. The controller's vibrating like mad, like heartbeat style. We're hidden by the grass. It's fine. Wait for him to turn away. Red light, green light style. Yeah, you keep moving, sir. He's gonna turn. Oh, Christ. My finger's actually getting a bit numb just holding down the L2 button to crouch. Oh, we can't get out of the grass until he moves again, so... Oh. Move again. Do we leg it? Or do we wait for him to move? I think we gotta leg it. There's not much else we can do. He's not gonna move. Go. Oop. Too late, good sir. shooting down. I feel. Have you seen Fox and the Hound? I'm getting that sort of vibe from this as well, only a bit darker. Fox and the Hound was dark as well. I mean, it had Tim Burton involved, so what do you expect? But wow, I'm getting the vibes now here. Okie doke. We are out into the next area of the forest. I wonder if we're bound to see him again. That was not enough, right? In the first game, there was always some sort of big ending to every sort of villain. Can't go down, so what do we do? Get into the background. I mean, I could try jumping, but I don't feel like we'd make it. I'm gonna go on. No, wait. I see it. I see it. Like I said, I can't remember the solution to everything, or barely anything by the seams of it. Go on then, girly. Nice. Now what do we do? So that's not gonna stay there. Triangle to call. Ah, right. Oh shit. Oh, that is trusted. I wouldn't bloody do that. See a little eye in the bottom right? That's the autosave. What's up in that cage? Let's find out. Ooh, crap. Right. Well, we scared the crow. That's silver lining, I suppose. Yeah, got it. But why? Aha. Oh, it's a dead boy. That's what we wanted. I don't know why, but it's what we wanted. I literally don't know why. Why? Okay, I guess that's something. Let's carry on. There must have been something in there before. Oh, he's back. He's coming this way, but there's no grass around. Oh crap! It's that chasey part, and I didn't run fast enough. Come on. We got this. We're behind a telly. That's very Alan Wake, mind, isn't it? You know, there's that one DLC where there's like a million tellies in the forest on Alan Wake. Yeah, that reminds me of that a lot. Shit. There were tellies in the first Little Nightmares, mind. I can't remember. Oh. Okay. I don't really know the relevance of them in Alan Wake, but... Christ. Up. I love him. I love his design. I don't know, though, how you're meant to know where he's going to shoot. You know? But, there we go. We made it. Oh, here he comes. Showing off a bit of water now. You go, game. You go. Murky water is like a swamp. Again, similar to Resi 7. Okay. Not too sure what we do here. We just wait for him to go. I think that should do it. Drown! Drown! I guess that's how we stop him seeing us, if we can crouch and go underwater. Maybe. And go under here. Okay, that makes sense. I love when the games do this effect, where it goes under things, under floorboards, under the enemies. Okay, follow it, follow it, follow it. Duck under, yes. But you've got limited oxygen, I'm sure. I'm not sure how you know how much, but it's not like there's an oxygen bar or like a Sonic with a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But yeah. Keep on following him. Oh, it's a love art etched into it, like in every horror there's always, or romance, I suppose. Oh shit! Why are we making noise? Can you see where we are? No. Okay. Christ. I feel so nervous. We wait for him to go past and then we'll climb then when he can't see us. Crows. Our arch nemesis. Nemesi. Nemesis. Nemesis? I don't even know. I don't know what the plural is. Okay. The crow's gonna fly off as soon as we get down there. So we need to figure out what we need to do next. Leg it. I can see a box over there, so we're gonna run to there. Stay there one more time, I think. Come on, load it up. Right, that'll do. Let's go. Oh, it hit! It hit us! I sounded too happy, Phil. I didn't expect it to hit. You know, I was running as fast as he could go. No, I wasn't. I was pressing R2 instead of square. What? That's weird. How did he hit? That time I was running as fast as I could go. How do you avoid it? Like, do you have to suddenly run at the last second? Okay, we'll try that. How? You can't hide behind anything. Like, I got further than that the first time. Aha, you can go past without alerting the crows. Ooh, sort of. Okay, we're gonna leg it again. See if we can do it this time. Go, 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 as quick as I can. He doesn't seem to care about shooting at the other character. Which I find quite funny. Oh, well done. Ah, gun of our own. I like it. Surprised that didn't go off then. Must have the safety on. But then, we're going to take the safety off. Ooh. Nice. They're caring for each other. That's so sad. The way she just either poked his leg or stroked it. Like, they want each other to be alive, obviously. They're not getting out of this on their own by the seams of it. You know. Ooh. The sea. I just went to see Little Mermaid and everything. It's like all I can think of is a song, Under the Sea. Let's get on the door. 2 people can go on this door, like in Titanic. Have you seen all the memes with Titanic? Where it's like, it's a cat on there, you can't get on, and she just drowns. Or he just drowns. This is nice. This relaxing moment after the big baddie has been taken care of. I like that. I like that bit of calm after the harsh moment. The bit of calm. What's that bottle about? Is it like you get a message in a bottle style and it's just someone trying to give a bottle to someone? Not necessarily to us. TVs in the ocean. I suppose that's not shocking everything. So yeah, I hope you can see why I really like this game. It hasn't shown the most creativity yet. It was just a hunter with a shotgun doing a lot of taxidermy, which is terrifying in its own right and interesting. But at the same time, like, it's not the most creative the game gets. You know. The fogginess, it reminds me of Silent Hill as well. You know, in Homecoming I'm thinking of mostly, although it happens in other Silent Hill games. We have the fog when you're on the ship going to a new area or going into Silent Hill itself. Wow. Have I ever played a game, Papo and Yo, I think it was called? It had this sort of bendy building sort of aesthetic to it as well. So this is where we're going to. It's a place called the Pale City, and it's where all the horrors are. And it's great. It's actually great. And it just feels like they've just happened upon it. They haven't had the most luck. Okay, we've made it. When it saves next, we will end things off because we've done that quite quick. I feel like we've done it quite quick. And our next area is right through that doorway. Is she coming? There she is. Moving the camera a bit to see if there's anything around you. Nah. Okay then, let's head in. And there we go. That fade out. That shows chapter end. That's how they did it in the first game as well. So, that is it for today. This has been GreenyXI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a bit when we take on this new area and see what we got going for it. Like I said, it's going to be one of those chapters per day like we've done it today. But they'll get longer as they go along, as you can imagine. We've done the easy one. Or I imagine they will anyway. Hats. What hats we got? We can keep the bag on. We can chuck on a ball head. We can chuck on fireman sort of thing. Policey sort of thing. This from the Hunterville. A bear head. That's an interesting one. Or you can have... Ooh. Perfect. It's so you. I don't understand how I unlocked that. Was it from trying on like 5 different hats or something? But yeah, that. I'm going to keep the bag head. It just fits him really well. I feel like it's how we should look. So yeah. It's been GreenyXI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a bit.